Okay, I got 7 o'clock, so I'm gonna do a quick roll call of commission members by alphabet. Barbara Brenneman.
Present.
Patrick Carrier.
Here.
Mike Verbulis.
Here.
Matthew Pogson.
Oops. We dropped again.
Okay. Matt Pogson. All right, he was here.
It was, yeah.
Okay, Sandy, if you see him, come back and let me know. Inez St. James.
Here.
Thank you. I know Marcy Swartz was absent this evening. Scott Halstead.
Here.
John Bibbert.
Here.
Keith Bibbert.
Here.
And
Matt Fox.
Matt Pogson.
So Shannon?
Yes.
Earlier I saw Matt was on as an attendee, but he didn't have, he wasn't connected to talk.
Right, yeah, he had been, and I had promoted him over, and then he disappeared. So we've done it twice with him. So he's logged in twice and then dropped out twice. So we'll keep an eye out. Obviously, if you folks see him join in, then let me know. Thankfully, we've got all our alternates, so we've got coverage for the evening if we need it. So for now, we'll call attendance complete, and Ms. Barbara, the meeting is yours.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Barbara Rennie. I am the chair of the Town Plan and Zoning Commission, and I welcome you to our October 14th Plan and Zoning Commission meeting. I would ask that Inez read the call.
Absolutely. Thank you, Madam Chair. Town of Farmington Town Plan and Zoning Commission. Notice is hereby given that the Town Plan and Zoning Commission will hold an online public hearing Wednesday, October 14th, 2020 at 7 p.m. on the following applications. Joan Creel application for special permit to construct accessory structure greater than 700 square feet at 9 Pearl Street, R20 zone. At these hearings, interested persons may be heard. A copy of the proposal is online at www.farmington-ct.org/departments/planning-and zoning/pending-applications. Or please call the Planning Department at Farmington Town Hall at 860-675-2325. Dated at Farmington, Connecticut, this 24th day of September 2020. Town Plan and Zoning Commission, Barbara Brenneman, Chair.
Thank you, Inez. Before we begin the agenda, will you join me in Pledge of Allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag
To the flag of the United States of America,
Republic for which it stands,
which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible.
Justice for all. Thank you all. Now moving on to new business.
Madam Chair, sorry, I do want to make that we sync. Matt, can you confirm you're online and attending? Matt Pogson?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Are you able to hear me? Okay, very good. Sorry, I was having technical problems.
No, all set for now. Thank you.
All right, under the agenda, number one, Lawrentown Sign Group, sign application for 111 Scott Swamp Road, please.
Yeah, Allison, if you want to go ahead and unmute yourself, then you'll be all set.
Yeah, I have you on the phone too. Why is it working? Can you hear me?
No, we can't hear you.
All right. I'm on the phone.
I'm hearing you just so often.
Can you hear me? I'm on the phone.
Yep, go ahead.
All right. So this is for the Farmington Station Senior Living Residence for a ground sign. And it's approximately 16.3 square feet, overall 25 square feet. And it's a 4-foot height, non-illuminated monument sign. I don't know what happened to the Zoom call.
Can the commissioners hear?
I don't know. Commissioners, can you hear the presentation? Inez, are you hearing this completely?
Yes.
Okay. I think it's us here. I don't know if I can call in at this point without shutting everything down.
Is there a
Yeah,
volume on the bar, the bottom bar?
yeah, we're already all the way up. So it's this, because I think it's the camera. That's the speaker. That's the issue. What if you put your volume on?
Yeah, I don't have the Zoom call on my computer anymore.
Can you?
I can hear her, but I'm not sure. This is Matt Pogson. I can hear what she's saying, but you can't hear her.
Who's that talking?
Yeah, that was Matt. I'm having I can hear you, Matt. I'm having difficult hearing the applicant. Can you?
Maybe one of you in the room can call,
Well,
you know, on your cell phone.
yeah, Sandy's trying to do that because she's logged in, but. Mhm. There we go. Okay. And I can't take the camera off. If I can. All right, we're just gonna have to make the best of it, folks. Sorry.
We seem to be able to hear Inez better than.
Yeah, I think
And
so.
you can see my big head.
So, okay, Allison, try again. Do the best you can. No, you're on mute now.
Yeah, I put you on mute on the computer because I have you guys on the phone.
I can actually hear you better right now.
And she-
That's much better.
That's better?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, so it's a ground sign. It's a non-illuminated ground sign. The overall height is 4 feet and it's 16.3 total square footage. And it meets the setback requirements of 15 feet. Has the address numerals on the side of it. And did you guys have any questions?
Okay, is that it? That's all. So just make sure you're all set.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we want to run through questions? That's it. Okay, for a ground sign, thankfully.
Patrick, any questions?
No questions.
Mike, any questions?
No questions.
Matt, any questions?
No questions.
Inez, questions?
No questions for the applicant. Any concerns for the staff with this request?
No, it's a straightforward replacement of the existing sign. It will be a new base, so it'll look different, but it's basically a replacement of the existing monument sign.
Thank you. No other questions.
John Herbert, I'm going to call you in place of Marcy, please.
No questions.
Scott or Keith?
No questions, thanks.
No questions here. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we close and end this?
Anything else, Allison, from you?
No, I don't have anything to add.
Okay.
As usual, commissioners, we're going to go ahead and vote on this application now. So in order to do that, I need a motion with a second, please, to get started.
Madam Chairman, this is Inez St. James, excuse me. I make a motion to approve the application from Laurentano Sign Group for a sign at 111 Scott Swamp Road as presented.
May I have a second, please?
Patrick Carrier, I second.
Thank you, Patrick. Is there any further discussion from any of the commissioners?
Pretty straightforward, like it was presented and Shannon mentioned. No.
Anything else? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Are there any abstentions? Motion carries. Thank you.
How's that?
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Under new business, number 2, Maha El Howie, accept the application for special permit to expand a home in excess of 30% and in excess of 2,400 square feet of living area in an R20 zone at 121 Birdseye Road and schedule a public hearing with a recommended hearing date of November 9th, 2020. May I have a motion, please, in a second?
This is Inez St. James. I make a motion to accept the application from Maha El Howie for special permit to expand a home in excess of 30% in excess of 2,400 square feet of living area, R20 zone at 121 Birdseye Road and schedule public hearing on November 9th, 2020.
May I have a second, please?
Second. It's John.
Thank you.
There is a motion and a second to approve. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. MJD Builders LLC, accept an application for special permit to construct new home in excess of maximum allowable R40 zone at 338 Meadow Road and schedule a public hearing with a recommended hearing date of November 9th, 2020. May I have a motion and a second, please?
This is Inez St. James. I make a motion to accept the application from MJD Builders LLC for a special permit to construct new home in excess of maximum allowable R40 zone at 338 Meadow Road and schedule public hearing for November 9th, 2020.
Thank you. There is a motion and a second.
We need a second.
I'm sorry?
We need a second.
I thought you- oh, I thought
No,
you-
motion, this motion. We need a second.
A second.
Patrick Carrier, I second.
That's fine. Thank you.
There is a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. Thank you. Hayes Kaufman, Farmington Associates LLC, accept an application for special permit for healthcare diagnostics and medical office use at 838 Farmington Avenue, Unit 850, B1 zone, and schedule a public hearing on recommended hearing date of November 9th, 2020. May I have a motion and a second, please?
Ines St. James, I make a motion to accept the application from Hayes Kaufman Farmington Associates LLC for special permit for healthcare diagnostic medical office at 838 Farmington Avenue, Unit 850, B1 zone, and schedule public hearing for November 9th, 2020.
May I have a second, please?
A second.
Thank you, John. There is a motion and a second on Hayes Kaufman. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. Thank you. We'll go on to public hearings. Farmington Commons Association application to change the zone from BR to FCFV for property located at 790 Farmington Avenue, which has been tabled until October 26th. Do we have to put that in the record that way? Just make note of it?
Yeah.
Okay. RP, no, we didn't read these as public hearings.
Correct, because they were.
So they weren't open, they're strictly tabled.
They're tabled, correct.
Does everybody understand that? These were never opened. All we're doing is tabling the applications. RPG Farmington Commons LLC application for special permit for residential use at 790 Farmington Avenue, FCFD zone. Also tabled until October 26, 2020. There's no motion on this. It's just a matter of making note. And it goes on the record. Active public hearing, Joan Creel, application for special permit to construct an accessory structure, 700 square feet at 9 Pearl Street in an R20 zone. Joan Creel's representative here.
Yes.
Yes, William Rourke here for Joan Creel.
Okay, can you give us a brief presentation? So I've got your full application is here. If you could provide a brief explanation of what you would like to do so the commission can understand fully your request.
So as you can see in the diagram, there's an existing structure. It's technically a shed. It's a 3-bay shed. It's about 1.5 to 2 feet off the property line. We're going to remove that and replace it with a 3-car garage with a loft. It's a 24 by 30, 960 square foot structure, 6 feet off the property, the rear property line. And it's within the height requirement for the midpoint, as I'm told, 14 foot 11 1/8 inches.
Okay. And 3-bay and the full loft for the second floor?
Well, you can see the shed dormer on the front. So yeah, it's a full loft, but with the dormer on the front.
Commissioners, do you have questions? We'll start with Patrick.
No, I don't have any questions. It's a beautiful garage, by the way. Well, I guess, so up above, there's still actually storage. So just, that's it. It's just a storage.
Correct.
above.
If you look on the right side at the right rear corner, you'll see that there's a passage man door on the side. The stairs will go up and turn and then go up to the loft area.
And what is it? So that looks like wood. It must be constructed
So
out of wood.
it's vertical siding. It's going to be, I'm not sure which manufacturer, either Certainteed, I think it's Certainteed, vinyl vertical siding.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's it for me. Yeah, again, that's a beautiful garage.
Thank you.
Mike, do you have any questions?
I have no questions. this went through the, actually, I only have one. This went through the Historic Commission?
It's not in the historic district.
Okay. All right. No questions.
Thank you.
Matt, do you have any questions?
The loft looks like it's large enough to have a room up there, but that space will be used for storage. You're not planning
Just
on
storage.
business of any sort or anything?
No,
Okay,
strictly
very
storage. The footprint for the house basement being a stone foundation is relatively small and really not very suitable for any type of storage. So we opted just to put some loft storage up above.
I have a similar situation. I understand. No other questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Inez, do you have any questions?
No questions. I drove by the location and the shed looks a little tired. This is gonna look great.
1904, I believe.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Sir-
looks great.
John Goodrich?
So if I heard you correctly, the shed that's there now is two feet away from the boundary?
I believe so, yes. It's 1.5 to 2 feet. It's actually a little crooked, but this will be 6 feet off the rear property line and we have a survey.
Okay. No other questions?
Scott?
No questions, thank you.
Keith?
No questions, thank you.
The only question I have is, how does the rear yard line, the rear setback apply to this building?
I'm told 5 feet.
It's
Yeah,
only
so
5 feet?
For an accessory structure, and it's 5 feet. So the rear and side.
So it's right up against the.
So it's 6 feet, it's the upper room, which is typical for what we see.
And for the accessory building in an R20, it's 5 feet off the rear yard? Wow. Okay, thank you. Does anyone else have any other, well, let's ask the applicant if you have anything else you'd like to add.
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Commissioners, is there any other comments before we vote?
I just have one more question out of curiosity. How old did you say that existing shed was?
I believe, well, the house is 1904, so somewhere in that neighborhood. We don't actually know, to be honest with you.
Okay, yeah, wow, that's incredible.
Hearing no more, I will close this public hearing. We will now vote on it. I need a motion and a second to begin.
This is Ines St. James. I make a motion to approve the application from Joan Creel for special permit to construct accessory structure greater than 700 square feet at 9 Pearl Street, R20 zone.
I need a second, please.
Madam Chair, this is Matt Pogson. Did we check to see if there was anybody who had, from the public, that had any comments or questions? I
Matt,
don't know if there's
thank you.
anybody else on. I don't have any.
No, Matt, you're right. I missed it. Thank you. If there's anyone from the public that wishes to speak in favor or in opposition of this application, raise your hand through the electronic Zoom application, and we will acknowledge your ability to speak for the public hearing.
I didn't realize we had 40 guests there.
If there's, I'll ask one more time, if anyone wants to speak in favor or in opposition of this application, please raise your hand using the Zoom application and you will be acknowledged to speak. And there's nothing in the chat.
There's nobody there.
No one that wants to participate, that's fine, okay. Thank you, so then we can close the public hearing. Thank you, Matt.
Close the public hearing. We'll take a vote on it, please. Need a motion to approve with a second?
Ines St. James, I make a motion to approve the application from Joan Creel for special permit to construct accessory structure in excess of 700 square feet at 9 Pearl Street, R20 zone.
This is Matthew Pogson. I second that.
Thank you. There is a motion to approve with a second. Any Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Any abstention? Motion carries. Thank you. Shannon, did we have I didn't see anybody on the screen.
There is, there's
One
one
person?
person, but they're just listening and that's
Oh,
fine.
that's why I didn't see the name. I thought it was a headache.
No, no, that's okay. We're all set.
That's not, I missed it.
So, Mr. Rourke, you are all set, and we'll be in touch with a letter and confirmation of the approval for you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service.
Absolutely.
Shannon, planners report?
Yes, and I need to come to here. Scott Swamp Road, 155 Scott Swamp Road, Farmington Heritage Trail Crossing. It's at the intersection of Route 6 and New Britain Avenue in the location of the new Thomaston Savings Bank. It was before the commission in 2019. It's been back for a handful of revisions in front of you. Most recently in January, Mark had sent an email to the commission with minor changes to the roof line. They are now ready for CO, and there's just a handful of changes that we need to bring to your attention so that we can sign off on the CO. There had been an issue of color for the doors. And as I noted in my agenda review, the applicant indicated that Mark had told the applicant that the color is not in the purview of the commission, and so go ahead and do what you will with the color of the doors. Unfortunately, none of that dialogue happened in writing. It was all verbal. So we have done, my office did extensive research. We looked at the Connecticut General Statutes. The Connecticut General Statutes give us the law to tell us what the zoning commission can and cannot, well, what the zoning commission can regulate. It does not delve into a laundry list of things that you cannot regulate. Color was not one of the things that are listed as far as what the zoning commission can regulate. When I take a look at historic districts, it specifically prohibits the review of color in a historic district. And when I take a look at the village district, it specifically allows color for the review. One of our commission members had further questions regarding this, so we did seek the advice of the town attorney, and that information was shared with all of you in a follow-up email yesterday, because we were out on Monday, and it confirmed that no, we cannot deny the site plan or a special permit based solely on the color or the fact that the color of the garage doors have changed. And I went so far as to follow up with him and ask, is it even the fact that the color of the doors changed, does it really warrant coming back for a site plan review? And he said, in his opinion, no, it was not. So that's kind of where that is left. It's really an FYI for you folks that the color has changed. The doors have been in place for quite some time. We have had no complaints about them. And I think it's far enough off of Route 6 that this perhaps is not creating an issue for anyone. My opinion, of course, but typically when there's a problem, my phone's ringing off the hook. We have not received one phone call regarding this. The second item is the sign here was approved. I believe all of you were on the commission at the time the sign was approved, and there was discussion about is to which side of this guide rail is it located, and making sure that they have permission from the DOT, because the property line, the right of way for Route 6 is so wide in this location. And when it came down to it, the rights they had within the right of way did not include the placement of the sign. So they have installed the sign on the light pole, the uplighting, it's all things are the same, except the sign is installed on the light pole as opposed to being its own separate structure. So the color, the size, shape, basically, and it's just almost the same location, except it would be out here where my cursor is on the other side of this guide rail as opposed to here on the light pole. All other things are the same with respect to this. And then the final element that was a change is the dumpster enclosure. The original approval had a chain link fence with arborvitae around the dumpster. They have opted to go with a sturdier enclosure, which obviously there's a gate fence to it for servicing the dumpster, but the other three sides are the same split block wall as the building that you see in some cases here. Excuse me. So they've gone with the split block and similar to what you see here for the retaining wall for the bridge. And there's even a cap. You can see just the edge of the cap here. And there are some ground plantings. They're small at this particular point in time, but there are some ground plantings, and they did ground plantings along the wall. So that's the two changes. I don't believe either of these rise to the level of needing to come back for site plan review with the commission. But that final decision does rest with the commission. Certainly if any of you feel otherwise, and there's a consensus with that, then they would have to come back in for site plan review. Otherwise, if you concur that this is really administrative in nature, then we'll proceed and we will sign off on the CO and they will go about the business.
Shannon, this is Barbara Brenneman. I do have a question. With the mounting of the sign on the light post, did they have to have special permission to do that? Or did they, I mean, who owns the light post?
Yeah, it's part of their parking lot. Oh, yeah.
It looked like it had power lines on it.
No, it's their private, it's the parking, sorry, I'm scrolling the wrong way. No, those are, it's just the way the picture's taken. The power lines, this is an independent light post.
Okay, I thought it was a power line light post, and I'm thinking,
No, that's
how did they
a,
get permission to do
no,
that?
that's just their own.
Just the way the picture.
It's just those are the Route 6 poles that are just outside, and it's just the view of the
Okay,
picture.
I'm fine then. It looked like it was on a power line pole. Thank you.
Yeah.
Other comments from any commissioners, anything that you're uncomfortable with, or you're ready to have this go forward and let them do what needs to be done? Yeah.
Yeah, so I do have a comment. I did drive through there. Actually, the dumpster, the block wall actually fit very well. I think that was probably, in my opinion, probably better. It did match the wall that you saw, holding up the bridge. As far as the color of the garage doors, and this is just curiosity. Let's say your phone was ringing off the hook. I mean, would that really change anything as far as what we can do?
According to our town attorney, no. No.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's it. I was just curious. Yeah, so it's a good thing it's not, because there's nothing you can really do anyways.
But no, in this particular instance, no. If it was a historic district or a village district, then yes. But in this particular case, no.
I guess if we had hot pink doors with purple stripes, somebody would be complaining to Shannon. Shannon's gotten no complaints, so
Yeah.
I think we're all right with that.
No, but yeah, no, you make a valid point, Patrick. There is, to a certain extent, there's a limitation as to what can be done with respect to color.
Yep.
Yep.
Thank you for letting us know. It's Inez. I think that as long as they work with town staff, which they're doing, I'm comfortable with it. And I agree, it's that location, right? It's not getting as much attention. Well, they're hoping it's getting attention, but not the town folk. So thank you.
Right. Yeah.
So we are in agreement to accept this and let the CO be issued.
Anyone else? Last call for any comments.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
We have minutes from the September 28th meeting. A motion to approve, please.
Yes, it's, I forgot my name. It's Ines St. James. I make the motion to approve the minutes from September 28th, 2020 Town Plan and Zoning Commission meeting.
We have a second, please.
Patrick Carrier, I second.
Thank you, Patrick. All in favor? Any corrections or changes or
Aye.
anybody? All in favor?
Yep.
Opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries. You are adjourned.